bring 15, I'll give you extra credit. Basically, get you.
Hannah Montana is a young, innocent girl who attends Anniston Walker High School in California. She participates in knowledgeable basketball and tutors students on her free time. She is successful with her schoolwork and grades. Her friends are all good students, and most teachers like all of them. She is 14 years old and lives on a little farm with her two brothers, one younger and one older. She was adopted when she was 3 years old due to a car accident, which both birth parents were involved and were killed. Her mother is an LPN at the hospital, and her father stays home to work on the farm.
Channing Tatum grew up in the city with his single mom. He had a somewhat tough life as a kid, but he kept his head up and worked hard to get where he is today. He's now 34 years old and is married with 2 children. His wife works as a teacher at the Anniston Walker Elementary School. His children attend there as well. After 8 years of schooling, Channing is now a lawyer after graduating from Yale. He wins more cases than he loses, and he works very hard, and many people want them to represent him.
Oliver Oken is the principal of Anniston Walker High School. He loves kids and does have a bit of a temper. He loves his job and has been the principal for 14 years. He doesn't like to have troublemakers at his school and works hard to keep the trouble away. Oliver grew up in Arizona with his 2 brothers and 3 sisters. His mother was a drug addict and his father was a construction worker. He really had no one there for him as he was growing up. His life got a little mixed up his sophomore and junior year, but his principal at his school helped him figure life out. From then on, he straightened his life out and forever wanted to be a principal.
Paul Blart started his career out as a security guard at a mall. He worked his way up to being a state trooper. He loves being a cop very much. His partner is his dog, Max. He is not married currently, but was married and had a daughter. Paul grew up in California. He was an only child and he lived with his single mother. He was bullied a lot throughout elementary and high school. He wasn't the most normal kid in the world, but he is a very nice guy.
Lily is 14 years old and lives with her family on a farm that is 4 miles down the road from Hannah's. Lily and Hannah have been friends since they were 3 years old. Both of their families get along really well and they do a lot of things together. Lily participates in the same activities as Hannah, such as knowledgeable, tutoring, and basketball as well. She has a locker next to Hannah's and they have every class together. They have mostly the same friends and hang out as a group quite often.
Selena Gomez went to school and grew up in a small town by the name of Pillager in the state of Minnesota. She has 2 older sisters and 1 younger brother. Her mom works as a social worker and her father works as an airborne company. Selena went to school for nursing in the beginning of her education, but found out that it wasn't what she wanted to do as a career. After 8 years of her education, she graduated from the University of Minnesota as a lawyer. Selena Gomez is a great lawyer and rarely loses any cases. She's recommended everywhere. She is 29 years old, married, and has 2 children.
Go check that hallway down there and that should be the last one for the day.
Alright, sounds good. Looks like we have some marijuana in a bag here.
I'll go check and see who's assigned to that locker. Can I have Hannah Montana please come to the office?
What is it, Principal Oken?
Miss Montana, we just found things in your locker that are illegal on school property and illegal for kids your age to have. I know that you are a wonderful straight-A student and take pride in everything you do. Will you please explain to me what is going on?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hannah, I'm not playing around. This isn't funny.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Hannah, your locker is 234 and that is the locker where you found everything in.
I don't use 234, I use 215.
Hannah explains that she switched to an open locker that was closer to her friends and classes. Then, Principal Oken told her that the locker that is assigned to her is the one that she is responsible for. The 2 sides both had good points but couldn't decide on a conclusion. So this case was taken to the court to see if Hannah Montana is responsible for her locker and get in trouble for the things found in it.
This is Victoria Justice here bringing you the case of Hannah Montana. The trial is just beginning.
All rise for Honorable Judge Jordan.
You may be seated.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Will both attorneys rise and state name and what you are representing?
My name is Channing Tatum, representing Anniston Walker High School.
My name is Selena Gomez, representing the defense in Hannah, Montana.
Does the prosecution have any problems with the jury
No, Your Honor.
and the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Prosecution may make their opening statement.
I, Channing Tatum, want to prove Hannah, Montana is guilty of having illegal substances in the presence of their locker and school.
I intend to prove Hannah Montana is innocent of any such business, and the substances found in her locker did not belong to her.
Will the prosecutor please call his first witness?
I call Oliver Oken to the stand.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Now, Principal, do you at the beginning of every year assign a locker for the student to have and maintain throughout the year?
Yes, I do.
And in the Anniston Walker handbook, it says that the student are not allowed to switch lockers and only use the one to assign to them, correct?
Yes, it does.
Thank you.
Does the defense wish to question the witness?
No, Your Honor.
You may call your next witness.
I call Officer Paul Blart to the stand.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Will you please explain what you found in locker 234?
Well, I found possession of marijuana in a backpack in the bottom of the locker.
And was the stuff concealed?
No, just in the backpack.
And what did Principal Oken do after you found the stuff?
He said he was going to go find the student who was assigned to the locker.
Thank you.
Does the defense wish to question the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Officer Blart, was there anything in locker 234? Maybe books, folders, anything?
No,
So
there was
there's-
not, just the backpack.
So there's no sign of any school supplies?
No.
Thank you.
Does the prosecution wish to call any more witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, you may call your first witness.
I call Lily Trescott to the stand.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
You're really good friends with Hannah, correct?
Yes, we're best friends.
In your opinion, would Hannah ever get into drugs?
No, never.
Is it true that you have locker 214?
Yes.
And Hannah's locker, right next to you, 215?
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Does the prosecution wish to question the witness?
No, Your Honor.
You may call your next witness.
Can't do this. They don't act. What kind of grades do you get, Hannah?
I'm a straight A student now, 4.0.
Do you participate in any school activities?
Yes, I'm in basketball and play softball in the spring. I'm also on a team with my friends in Knowledgeable.
Have you ever been suspended or had detention?
No.
So you agree you're a good student?
Yes, I work hard to keep that reputation.
Thank you.
Would the prosecution like to question the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. How long did you remain in locker 234 before switching?
Maybe 3 or 4 weeks.
After moving, did you ever open the locker or use the locker?
No.
So you never saw anyone using it?
No.
Is it true that you have math on the north side of school which requires you to walk past locker 234 every day?
Yes, but I never seen anyone in that locker.
But yet somehow a backpack containing illegal substances was found in the locker. Thank you.
Does the defense wish to call any more witnesses to the stand?
No, Your Honor.
Does the prosecution have a closing statement?
No, Your Honor.
And the defense?
Yes, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the truth is that Hannah Montana was not in possession of any illegal substances. She's a good and involved student. She did break the rules switching lockers, but there's no evidence that she still used that locker. Therefore, Hannah Montana is clearly innocent.
Members of the jury, remember, you are sworn into deciding this case strictly on what was stated here and not based upon sympathy. You must consider all elements of the case and decide fairly. Has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty of possession of illegal substances.
Will the defendant please rise? In conclusion, Hannah Montana is found not guilty.
This is Victoria Justice again with WCCO News, and the case of Hannah Montana was just dismissed. The jury has decided that there is not enough evidence to prove Hannah Montana was indeed still using locker 234. She will be cleared of any suspension. Thank you.
I'm Jackson Anderson.
Gabe Beaver.
John Kicker, and I play juror.
I'm Bethany Gilo, and I'm a member of the jury.
Ethan Hines.
Caitlin Lexick, I play jury.
I'm Brooke Hunstead, best friend of Hannah Montana, Lily Trescott.
Jordan Forsberg, I play Judge Jornes. Teresa Leffelbein, I play Hannah Montana.
Krista Jenkins, I played Selena Gomez.
I'm Ray Chungson, and I play the clerk of court.
Skylar Hench, and I was Paul Blart.
Emily Peters, I play Victoria Justice.
Ezra Hagen, I played Channing Tatum.
Ryan Fehrenbacher as Principal Paul. Oliver Oken.
I'm Devin Alexander, and I filmed this.
I'm Licky,
Vanessa Peterson.
and we wrote this.
Well, we